When you're 12 years old and wear a size 15 shoe, you have a pretty good hunch that the serve is going to be an important part of your tennis life. You're going to pay special attention to it. You're going to study it more. You're going to practice it more. I would argue John Isner's serve isn't just great because of his height. He also has a fantastic motion and does some things that you could probably incorporate into your own serve. John Isner has a great power line at contact with his serve. A power line is when your body's in a straight line from your racket to your toes and your body's off in generally a 45-degree angle. When you have this great power line, it means you've used your body segments and your ground reaction forces to most efficiently translate into racket head speed. In actuality, the power line is just a byproduct of two other very important things. We're going to show you what they are, and we're going to show you a couple drills that can help you do them yourself. Those two things are the tuck and the toss. Watch how effectively John uses his non-hitting arm. After you see him toss the ball, eventually you'll see the arm come back down and tuck into the body. What this does is it works as a reactive brake. It decelerates the left side and makes the right side go faster than muscle can contract. So what could John's toss possibly have to do with a great power line? Well, if you have a continental grip and you've unleashed these body segments perfectly, your wrist is going to want to be in a neutral position in your body in a straight line. Watch how my racket face, as I move my body forward and backwards, how it changes the angle it turns when my body's naturally extended. If I lean forward, my racket face starts to point down. If I lean back, my racket face starts to point up. The goal is to put your toss in a position that gets your body in a position that naturally points the racket face to your target, which, by the way, should be an air target slightly above the net, not straight down into the box. Usually what we see is people throwing the toss too much behind them or over their head. Then you have to bend the body down to calculate how much you want to hit down on the ball. Now, there's tons of reasons people don't toss out in front. One of them being it's just an uncomfortable position for your body to be falling. Your body's designed to protect your head. It's going to try to save yourself. Maybe you're scared of foot faulting earlier in your development. But the goal is to get your toss out in front and to have that free-falling feeling for a second to where you can get the body straight to that perfect spot to where your racket's just pointing right at the right target above the net. Now, this is the part in the video where you comment down below,
"Oh, but John Isner's 7 feet tall. I can't do what he does."
And then I reply, did you actually watch the video? I'm giving real tangible fundamentals that anyone can do. Now, if you're more level-headed and a reasonable human being, comment below any other questions you might have, and please subscribe and like the video. Here's a couple quick, easy drills you can do to help improve your own power line. And the first one is just serving on balance. Try to hit a serve and freeze after you hit it. When you're done, you're going to want to see that you have an X with your arms and see if you can kind of keep your chest at a 45-degree angle, and then just hold that after you hit it. Now, obviously, when you're hitting the ball hard, you're not going to freeze there. Your body's going to stop, and then it's going to open up. But that's the idea. Now, your toss might not be quite out as far in front as John Isner, but we find most people just aren't out in front at all and really need to work in that direction. So a good place to start is to just take your racket face one length out and one length to the right. Kind of make the letter L. And just practice your toss and see if you can hit the face of your racket when you throw the ball out. It's not that easy, but remember, it's a slight pushing motion. You can either do a J toss, where you bring your arm back and arc it there, or you could try to toss straight out and practice dropping in after. But either way, you got to try to get that toss out in front for the first flat serve and the second serve, even though it might come a little more to the left for the second serve. Now, most people aren't aware of this, but I actually worked with John Isner, as evidenced by this video. Check it out.
Hi. Thanks. Appreciate that.
No worries.